Welcome to the third-party news for Retro Robot Radio for the date of August 23rd, 2014. Alright, BadCube has been showing off some of the internal mechanics of their upcoming Brawny figure, who is their Masterpiece version of Generation 1 Brawn. Also, it looks like it's going to have rubber tires, or at least some sort of very close proximity of those. I like it. And here is the alternate mode of the color test shot of their Backland figure, who's their Outback. They were saying that the initial test shot was assembled wrong on the legs and it didn't transform, so they had to wait till they got it assembled right before they could transform properly. But it's looking really nice. I wonder if this is going to have some more paint detail on it, or if we're going to have to wait for repro labels. Bold Forms is showing off some test shot, or some prototypes of their Gladius figure, who's their triple changing Megatron tank gun. Now, a lot of people were complaining about the spaces in his forearms, but the renders of this from early on showed that they are filled, so probably this test shot is not 100% complete. And here's our first tank mode test shot image. It looks pretty neat. I'm not sure where are those two guns coming from in the tank front, but the scope for the gun is back in the back there, so where are the two other barrels? I'm not sure. And also, this is their Lone Wolf figure, who we've been seeing some teasers for, but this is the first time we see just how big he is. This version of Motor Master is about on scale with a crouching MP10 Optimus Prime. And yet its alternate mode isn't much bigger than the original Generation 1 toy, because that toy is just so weird the way it's transformed, where just the front cab forms the feet and the trailer forms most of the robot, so it gets much bigger. If this toy was actually the same size as MP10 in vehicle mode, it'd be standing shoulder to shoulder with Citizen Stack. Dr. Wu's been showing off their Cavalier sword, based on the sword that Optimus Prime used in the Age of Extinction movie. And I guess it'll be shipping sometime soon, because we see packaging and we've seen the final image of the product. FansProject is showing off their still unnamed 6-changing mold that's based on Generation 1 Quick Switch. Quick Switch in the US fiction is the son of Six Shot, who's an Autobot. He comes with, looks like he has a set of pistols. He transforms between robot, jet, hovercraft, Puma, boat, I don't know what else. There's a lot of different things. But here we got a little hint of what the Puma mode looks like. And also there will be a recolor to go side by side with the Japanese recolor of this mold as Six Knight, who was a reoccurring Autobot character in the Master Force TV series. FansProject also has its upcoming Slag figure, who has his transforming axe partner. The one problem I have with this are these horns, especially the tip of the nose horn. Looks like a clown to me. I can't unsee the clown face, and the original G1 Slag didn't have a big red horn. He had the two red horns in the toy, and they were, I think they were silver in the TV show. So, and the nose horn wasn't red at all. So it did not look like this. I'm going to see what the other... You know what? That's a nice thing about third-party Dinobots. You have choices. We also see some renders of their version of Swoop, who is going to come with a transforming crossbow partner. And here's some detail on the transforming crossbow, who's a Soaron who turns into the crossbow. GCreations is showing off some more details on their Shuriken Combiner. Their version of Sludge is going to measure about 21 centimeters tall, which is just 2 centimeters shy of MP10 just for a leg. So the Grimlock, which we've seen is much bigger than the others, is going to be huge. It's going to be bigger than MP10 Optimus Prime by a long shot. In fact, this is one of the estimates that came out. If that Sludge is to size larger than a Voyager, this thing is going to come up to the chest of Generations Metroflex. Not bad. It's going to make him one of the biggest combiners that's come out. I think that even makes him bigger than Orbitron's Bruticus. And here's a little detail on their version of Swoop. And a lot of people were complaining about the excess lines, but if you go back and look at the original G1 Swoop figure, it has all that same detailing. And there's your alt mode. Still has a bit of a backpack, but I guess we can call that a jet pack or something. Keith's Fantasy Club has been showing off that their Ghetto Blast, Mugen Amputari, and Mugen Scope 2 will be coming out soon. We have package images for them. And we also have the product images. I'm told these are just shipping to the customers, or the stores now, and should be to customers within the week. This is Ghetto Blast, who you can see comes with a rifle modeled after Blaster's rifle, and the folding knives that came with the Surgeon. I think he also has pistols, but here he is in his gun emplacement mode, which takes place of the microscope mode. I don't know that many people are going to be using this. Tank's a little bit better. At least it's Sonic Tank. Okay, I can buy that. I think I'll be fan moding this out into a Cybertronian Ghetto Blaster. Here is the Mugen Amputari. He comes with the 2 pistols and the 2 knives, and has a remolded head, sword, chest, and big cannon. His tank mode looks a heck of a lot like the TF Prime Shockwave figure. And then here's his, I like to call this the X-ray scanner. That's the microscope mode. And of course, this is going to be Mugen Scope 2, which comes with the knives, which are new for him, as well as 4 different choices of heads, and a lot closer to G1 colors for the toy. I think the only thing that they messed up was the inner thighs shouldn't be red like that. Other than that, it's really close to G1 and Generations Perceptor colors. One of the things that Keith had mentioned is that if he went ahead and used this mold again, he'd probably be making their version of Impactor. And this was a Digibash that was done by some guys on a message board of what Impactor would look like made from that mold. And honestly, it's not bad. I'm waiting for Shattered Glass, Soundwave, and Blaster, and maybe the Reflector done in this mold. Also announced by Keith's Fantasy Club is that they are going to be changing their name in the future to Keith's Toy Club. This is mostly to help in searches on the internet, because KFC seems to be coming back with all search results about fried chicken. It's almost impossible to find Keith's Fantasy Club by searching for KFC, so they'll be changing their name to KTC. Omnigonix has its prototype images of their spin-out version of Sunstreaker. It's looking really well along. I think people are going to be liking this one. I really do hope we get the Dead End recolor, which is also the colors of the Shattered Glass Sunstreaker. Cassy Sark has been showing off some images of a toy that he's been shopping around, but no one's bitten on yet. You may know Cassy Sark is a freelance third-party Transformer designer with literally dozens of third-party Transformer designs under his belt. This one here is a single mold that's meant to be used in a variety of slight variants as different character homages. For instance, this one here is the mold done as Depth Charge. You can see it looks quite a bit like Depth Charge. I wouldn't mind seeing this in the Universe Depth Charge colors too, because Universe Depth Charge was colored like the Slave 1 from The Empire Strikes Back. And here's Depth Charge in robot mode. You can see he has a little swimming partner there, much like the Depth Charge macro gun, and he has a pickaxe weapon that's kind of based on, I think that was Jaxxus's weapon. No, it was Straxus's weapon. Okay. And here's that same mold done as Skyquake. As you can see, that was the leader of the Predators from the European Predators line. And Skyquake in robot mode. Now this one would also have potential to be recolored into one of my favorite characters, Universe King Atlas, who was Skyquake redone in white and gray and black. Another remold and recolor is the toy done as Lugnut, who appeared in Animated and I think it was Reveal the Shield. This one really reminds me of like a dropship from Aliens, or possibly a one of the hunter ships from Terminator, and even a little bit like Nell the Corsair from Battle Beyond the Stars. Anyway, here's the robot mode. As you can see, just the color change and the head change really does help this character out. I think they've mentioned that this mold also has potential to be Jaxxus, Straxus, and Blackout from the 2007 Transformers movie. Of course, Blackout from the Transformers movie was recolored into Grindor, Evac, and Whirl. So hey, let's make this mold into a giant freaking whirl. Anyway, this mold is supposed to be ultra class, so it has lots of potential, and I think someone should pick this up. Cassy has worked for Mastermind Creations, KFC, Mech Ideas, iGear, so any one of those companies wants to pick this up, that'd be great. Toyworld's Orionville, the black version of Orion, looks like it's going to be shipping now. It's just starting to come on the market, and there's a little quick pic of its collector's card. I don't think Toyworld's ever produced any actual fiction. It just has tech spec cards. I'd like it if they actually had bios and maybe a comic or something. They have a lot of nice figures. X2 Toys, this is the prototype of their firing pin figure, who's coming along nicely, although he'll be competing with Mastermind Creations Spartan figure for release. I wonder which one of these guys is going to come out first, because both companies have a little bit of a reputation for taking some time to come out with their figures. I think Spartan is the larger figure. Firing Pin definitely has the robot mode down, looking perfect. So we'll see. X-Transbots threw this teaser on the bottom of the Hoss package, and it says, "Cry havoc and let slip the dogs of war," which of course is an old quote, but also it's a picture of the sweeps. Now I'm told that this figure is going to be a Masterpiece-sized version of the Sweeps and Scourge, and it will measure up with Masterpiece Starscream, looking eye to eye with him. So if you're looking for the Masterpiece Starscream, that's looking kind of cool. And I wonder what kind of recolor potential this has, because there aren't that many other things you can do with the mold. I mean, Shattered Glass Scourge was in cup colors, so you could do that. I don't know if you could turn this into Alpha Trion or DevCon or something like they did with the Generations Scourge mold. Also, quick little item. I don't know the name of the company behind this yet, but it looks like that somebody is producing replacement parts for Masterpiece Rodimus Prime that replace some of the more vulnerable ankle pieces with die-cast metal. So if you have a Rodimus Prime that's breaking and falling apart, looks like you're going to have some spare parts available to fix your toy, make it stronger than it ever was. We've had some feedback since last week's episode. Coco Smooth 619 says, I want a Voyager class Make Toys Hypernova figure. Brian Evans says, get that lug nut to FansProject now. Coco Smooth 619 also says, I'm glad that Clone Droid is making a chug-friendly scale 6-shot. I'm not sure if Clone Droid is making their figure smaller than Mastermind Creations, but we'll see. Elizabeth Cohn says, great work as always. It'd be cool if I could voice an episode. Hey, contact me. Jewist Man says we really need a third-party Power Master, Optimus, Target Master, Headmaster, Masterpiece Combiner, Dinobot with a Sparkabot feature in the head. It serves as an actual lighter. Okay, I think he might be joking. Oh, he'd buy that. Keep up the good work, and I know third parties are using your input. I just wish they would throw you a bone and give you freebies in exchange for customer poll data. Okay, yes, I agree. They should definitely be giving me freebies. Oh, and I wanted to take a chance to mention that end of this week is going to be the 1-year anniversary of my Retro Robot Radio third-party show. I've been doing a show pretty much weekly since this time last year now. In the last year on my YouTube channel, I've managed to get 530 new subscribers. I've gotten 457 comments, 818 likes, and oddly, my most watched show was the November 16th, 2013 episode. So, I don't know what I did in that episode, but everyone seemed to like it. So I hope everyone will be listening in the coming year. We'll see if we can add some more information to the show and make it a little more exciting. This week's screen capture is of the villainous Soaron from the 1987 TV series Captain Power and the Soldiers of the Future. This week's news brought to you from the pages of tformers.com and TFW 2005. News read by Matthew Ignash. Be sure to check out our YouTube page at Retro Robot Radio and leave a comment. And check out the third-party TF Crashers on Facebook.